Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. That man you've been fucking on the side, he mine. From the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. All the gay parts that where they meet. He mine, Gert. Woman to woman. Girl, I don't know if you're gonna accept this with grace or you're gonna come out of a bag out of me. If you come out of a bag on me, you see, it really doesn't matter. I want you to know something about that man. Good morning, peoples. I am Mrs. Ricks, Alfreda Gross. How y'all doing, Sharon Morrison, Annette 75, and Dog Liquor? How you doing, Dog Liquor Cam? Tamalika? God before everything. Have y'all been watching this? Lord have mercy. Hi, Sandra Mitchell. Ashley Watkins. How's everybody? I am Miss Red. I could go on for everybody up. Lord, did y'all see that mess going over there, honey, with these women's? I got to talk about it. I say I don't like to get involved in women's business, but these are two of the exceptions, right? These are the exceptional women. There's only about 3 of them, girl. So apparently there's a beef going on now between Heidi Fly Monster and Properly Bonafide Monster, right? They're clashing. It seems like it started because while Properly Bonafide Monster was criticizing Jay Wilson and his trip, she says he mentioned Heidi Fly had donated a some kind of makeup kit for one of the prizes on his little boat ride. Now he wants y'all to donate. Y'all supposed to sponsor the prizes. Yet we hear that Heidi Fly then gave him the prizes for free. So one would have to ask, well, what exactly are we sponsoring then? You want to play cards? And Heidi gave you a prize. Vivian done stole some damn gift cards at the gas station. Anyway, she Probably Bonafide suggested that these makeup kit that she had donated for the prize is actually old. She gave it to him a long time ago. It was never used. It has been accused that Miss Heidi has got a lot of back orders in her closet. In other words, she puts together these lip kits and eventually she ends up giving them away to people because she can't sell them. She can't move them, right? So she's very sensitive about these makeup kits or palettes or whatever they call them. So Probably Bonafide in trying to insult him also insults this Heidi Fly Monster and her makeup kits, right? Heidi Fly Monster gets wind of this that she has mentioned. Now I will say this: this is a mention. This is not a video about the makeup kits being old. Need to be thrown over and throw it overboard. Anyway, the Probably Bonafide Monster mentions this lip kit, right? And mentions Heidi. Well, Miss Heidi came back last night with roaring thunder, as Donald Trump would describe it. I will meet her with roaring thunder. That's what Trump said to Kim Jong-un or somebody. Anyway, Heidi comes back. She does a whole hour-plus video about Miss Properly Bonafide. She discussed every aspect of the woman's life. She basically comes back and chops her head off, right? Or so she said, how she describes it, right? And then the Properly Bonafide Monster, she's in her house today. No. Then Heidi said, well, after she had read her for an hour and a half or so, Probably Bonafide gets wind of that while live on another live, and Probably Bonafide goes back to watch the whole video and then flags her channel. Now, I don't know if that means she flagged the channel's not gone, but the video is gone. So apparently Heidi Fly, realizing how vulgar the language was, took the video and made it private. Someone in her chat said, "Girl, we want to hear that. Bring that back. Unprivatize it," right? So as best I can figure, Heidi Fly brings back this hour and a half reading of her Probably Bonafide, right? She says that then Probably Bonafide sees it back up and goes and flags her. So the big argument now is Miss Heidi Fly is saying that Probably Bonafide has flagged her for bullying her, right? Probably Bonafide is denying this. She said, "I ain't flagged you, bitch. If I was going to flag somebody, I would have flagged James Caldwell or Sean or all the people she's had beef with. Why would I single your ass out?" But Heidi Fly Monster seems to think that the reading was so extreme and so intense that the girl simply couldn't take it. This is the way she sees herself. Her words, "bad bitch," is all through her commentary, right? Now, we're gonna play a little bit of this so y'all can we can get the blow by blow. I want y'all to notice something. I'm not going to mention what is noticeable here, but this is supposed to be Heidi Fly coming back online through her master Jay Wilson's page to complain about the situation with her and Bonafide. Let's see. Let me see if y'all pick up on the same thing I pick up on.
The reset at my house. Right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you live at my house, but again, I don't know because I don't watch her.
How did your house
This is
get
the
in
reason
here,
why
girl?
I don't watch her, because again, she really takes things personally. And
She really does.
to me, she's just another Tim Blaine who, to me, and I don't really talk to the lady or talk about her. But I'm just surprised that happened because, I mean,
How much shit is she talking?
I need somebody to do a count off of how many times this fool says that he don't watch her. I don't care. I don't watch her. Count.
As much shit as she talk, you would think that this Texas beast wouldn't have did her like that. But bitch, I don't give a fuck. I do this shit for a hobby. I'm still gonna get paid. I'm still gonna do my videos. Bitch, I'm still fly. You still a big nasty bitch. You're everything I said that you was, ho. We pulled out the Dyke video where she was fiending over the studs, where she was talking about offing herself because she wants some cootie cats so bad. Yeah, we played all that. And the bitch got mad. I don't give a fuck about no YouTube channel.
Wait a minute. There's a video of her fiending or what?
Yeah, fiending over the studs and the film women. This bitch like pussy. It just is what it is. And she mad at me for calling it out. But my thing with her, if you got a problem with Jay Wilson, take it up with him. Why do you keep bringing me up? And Jay Wilson, this ain't her first time. The last time she did it, she had my picture all over her motherfucking video, which I'm finna go find that picture. And I'm finna, you know what? I'm finna strike the fuck out that bitch. Bitch, I'm finna strike the fuck out of you, hoe. That don't make no motherfucking sense. That bitch can't take this mouth over there talking about.
Let's hope the children are not in the house. Let's just hope. That's all we can do.
Oh, it's a showdown. Texas versus Texas. Oh, and you striking? How the fuck that's a showdown if you striking? Weak ass bitch.
Wow, I didn't know she struck your channel like that. I mean, Heidi, how many people have talked about me? I don't.
Jay Wilson, wait a minute. Here we go again. Why the woman is pouring out her soul, her fury, her anger, her rage. And what are you talking about? Oh, how many talk about me? Oh, watch how he does this now. Because I don't want to come on here and accuse this boy for the 100th time of being an idiot. But if you're listening to the conversation, you'll see that I am not far off from my assumptions.
I don't strike people stuff. I just think that's really interesting.
We weren't talking about you, boy.
That's how people do.
I'm just really shocked out of all the people. Her.
Well, I don't watch. To be honest, I stopped watching her. She always comes over here, or she's in my live, and I used to go over her live, but she got really beside herself talking about something. Oh, look who over here, girl.
What happened?
Like, but since you think you're so popular, I just step back and I don't go over. And
they're not talking about you.
I just leave her alone. I think she got some real issues, and I don't go over there.
She goes in every day talking about you. You can go take a shit. She's gonna cover the news. So how you so sensitive over Heidi? Why you sensitive over me? I be knocking these bitches out. These bitches can't take this mouth.
Well, this is the thing. So
this supposed to be the beef sector.
It's like I can strike her because, like I said, she said so much.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute. He's completely ignoring this woman about to lose her mind, girl, about this beef she's having with this other woman. Oh, he keep talking about, what they said about me. He does this continually through this whole exchange. So I didn't put his name in the title because I thought the beef was between the two ladies or the two monsters, right? But then we have Monster 3. She got her feet all up in it. This girl cannot even go off without him constantly switching the conversation about how he don't watch her. He fine. Let's just get a little bit more taste. A little bit more taste of this here, honey.
Talking over bullying and harassment. Nobody should have a channel. You know what I mean?
Well, I know she wouldn't have a channel with me because she's done a whole lot, according to the news. And people always coming over here like, what's going on with this properly bona fide lady? Have you done anything to her? I'm like, I don't.
We were talking about Heidi and bona fide.
I'm telling people, it's true. It seems like they're fan, or they just can't get enough because they're always over here.
And then she'll come on your channel, be rude as fuck. You drop her and block her. She get to crying and going to other channels. It's like she wants to be around you so bad. But then she want to be able to talk shit. I want to be able to come on your channel, and then I want to be able to
Wait a minute, Heidi. We got to correct you here. You're sounding like the situations you used to have with the young hookers when you were with Leon. Remember how the hookers would get out and fighting with each other, everybody trying to impress Leon. Oh, Leon, she's trying to get close to you, Leon. It kind of has that ring to it. And I bring that up only because Heidi is still got her feet into this prostitution thing she did, this dancing, this erotic dancing, this stripper pole thing. And many times you'll hear that in her conversation. So let's just make a point here. These women, first of all, Heidi, like I said, she still has her feet in that. But she is also a woman who reviews things like baddies, where the prostitutes are throwing chairs at each other, hitting each other in the eye. You have women being arrested, right? You have people trying to put people's eyes out with high heels. And this is the kind of woman that Heidi Fly is. This is where she came from. This is what she's used to, right? Then on the other hand, you have this other woman who has been accused on multiple occasions of being a very masculine woman. And a lot of that has come from her desire to go to the men's gym and beat up on imaginary men. She hits like these medicine balls. She hits them and she kicks them. And she seems to be in competition with these men that she says that she wants, right? So this is why I say two Atlanta wild women. I've told these people before, do not be beefing with these people who live near you, right? Now, if Wilson lived in anywhere near Northern California, I'd have been in jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Or worse. You beef with these people. She's a wild woman, a Heidi Fly. She still believes in the principle of young girls throwing chairs at each other and cutting into their skin and so forth. Then you have this other woman who continually denies being, what his words, a Baptist bulldagger, not my words, his words, continually being accused of being a very masculine woman. And they're both in the same town, right? Now, there have been threats made on both sides. There's several videos. Apparently, Heidi Fly Monster has taken down the original offending video that's gone because it was flagged by, she says, by Heidi, by probably Bonafide. Bonafide saying that she did not flag it. I don't know who else would have an interest in flagging the page. I think that the offended person has to be the person to flag the page. In other words, I can't take offense at your beef and flag your channel. You have to do it, right? Anyway, these two women both live in Atlanta, Georgia, right? They're both trying to prove something. Heidi's still trying to be a bad bitch, her words and not mine, even though she's pressing on towards her mid-40s, maybe getting close to 50 years old. She's still holding on to that mentality. Properly bona fide, feels like she can whip not only men, but obviously if she can whip all the men in the gym, she can certainly whip the women as well. So she has something to prove. And they both live in the same town. This is why this is problematic, right? You would have done better if one lived in New York and one lived in LA. Then you can just run your mouth, right? Because Heidi, she loves this shit. She posts women beating each other up, girl. She posted that Jocelyn, that's one of her big heroes, girl, being arrested, kicking security guards in the balls and all this kind of stuff. This kind of thing she finds interesting. So it doesn't surprise me she would get in her Hummer and go over here and see about this other woman. The other woman gonna come out of her house like Cassius Clay with her boxing gloves on and knee pads, and it could be a problem. What y'all think? Have y'all been watching this? Now there's several videos. I picked up this part. Hold on a minute. Let me make sure I get it. Give me just a little bit more taste. A little bit more taste of it. This is a reaction video.
Oh, am I trying to talk shit about you? And then she goes, oh, I'm just poking and having fun. Girl, no, you not. No, you not. You mad because Jay Wilson got your ass when he drugged the fuck out of you on B. Lenore Channel. You ain't got over it yet. And then if you don't like the man so much, why do you keep trying to show up on people's channels?
With Leon.
Do I say something? No. I've never got in between you and that girl arguing. I don't know that girl. That girl keep bringing Heidi up.
That's the thing, Heidi. These people don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you had nothing to do with anything. First of all, I have ignored her. So anytime
we're not talking about you,
because again, I don't have enough time to be dealing with that.
She ain't asked you nothing about your time.
She ain't popping in the beef sector. She may be in her own sector, but not the beef sector. So I really don't bother her.
Jay Wilson, wait a minute. Did I miss the election? Did I miss the election when you became the CEO or the master manipulator of the beef sector? I mean, you seem to want, like you're the shot caller. You're saying who's in the beef sector, who's not in the beef sector. If they come over here and they beef, they're in the beef sector, at least while they're here. When they go somewhere else, they can be somewhere else, girl. He always like he's in control. Oh, ain't nobody watching her in the beef sector. Oh, she's not in the beef sector. No one has said a goddamn thing about you, Jay Wilson. You can't even let this woman vent on your channel after all of her devotion and loyalty. Didn't Heidi Fly Monster fly you to Atlanta, Georgia? Didn't she pay for every meal that you had in Atlanta, Georgia? Didn't she pay for your hotel room, which you barely use because you go, I'm going to visit my family. I'm going to visit my family. Didn't she pay all that, girl, and you escaped without spending not one red cent in Atlanta, Georgia, girl? This is the girl who's been cash apping you, and she says supporting you, but basically she's just continuing to pay a pimp. I don't know why she feels like that is her role, but she has chosen you of all people, girl, the squarest fool on here. Now you are her online man because you said she had nice titties. Now everybody on here know that Miss Heidi Fly does not have no nice titties, but since you are such a shallow piece of shit and you would do anything for a cash app, girl, you have convinced her that you actually find her attractive. She's always talking about if Jay Wilson wanted a woman, if Jay Wilson, he said he would want me, he don't want you, he don't want you. Fighting over this queen. He don't want neither one of you girls, and he probably got a bigger almost say the P word. Then both of you. Have y'all seen any of this child? Jocelyn, her hero. Jocelyn is her hero. Beating people, kicking people in the head, pushing women down the steps, throwing glasses across the. That's Heidi Fly's idea of a fly girl, or as she says, her words, not mine, a bad bitch. Damn near 50 years old. Anyway. Me. Girl, he does that through the entire thing. He's barely even aware of what she's saying. All he keeps talking about, oh, I don't go over there. I don't go over there. That's why I don't go over there. I said, no one asked you where you went. And frankly, Jay Wilson, we could give a goddamn where you go, girl. At the same time, he's doing all this. He's actually begging. He's dry begging this Heidi Fly monster to send him another fresh palette. He's saying, well, if Heidi want to give another one, if Heidi wants to give another, she's always been very generous over here. Girl, that ain't nothing but begging. They too stupid to realize they ain't nothing but begging. See what y'all saying? I thought I was the only one who noticed that. You the only one who noticed that? Girl. He don't let her say nothing. This woman is literally pouring out her soul. Oh, yeah, that's why I don't go over there. He said he must say that shit 50 times. And y'all think he ain't stupid. Oh, I admire her accomplishments. I admire her accomplishments. That's because you want to say that getting a college degree, girl, is an accomplishment. That's the only way you talking about her accomplishment 30 years ago.
To me. But I just think it's interesting because I guess this is what she wants. She wants to create some stir. And so I didn't even know what was going on.
She made a comment.
Until somebody mentioned it to me. And I kept it going. Not because I don't like you. I just kept it going because I don't deal with her. Right. And I didn't know what was going on really of why until you told me. But my thing is, she don't live at my house. She don't know if you gave.
Girl, are we back on that damn house?
She don't know if we gave 2 pallets out and Heidi gave. You really don't know. Now you can assume what you want, but I'm good. I'm good. And
I'm
my
good.
thing is,
I'm fine. I'm good.
Nothing.
I'm fine.
You don't have anything to give. You ain't coming on the cruise. So, and that's why I ignore her because what she really thinks about what we're doing really don't matter, especially when you're not coming or you haven't participated. And look, let me say this too. I'm not asking you to participate. I'm just saying, I just find it, like I said, odd. But people can talk about what they want. They can do what they want. But when you involve other people,
I thought we were talking about Heidi and Bonafide.
How Heidi handles things is going to be different than how I handle things. I'll just leave you looking silly and stupid and keep it moving. But somebody might actually come and check you on there. So Heidi, did you go to her platform?
No, I did my own live.
Oh, okay.
And I said, bitch, Jay Wilson, that's my boy. That's my motherfucking dog. Hell yeah, I support him, bitch. Why you so mad?
That's my pimp, Leon. Leon. I love you, Leon. I love you. I love you. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, it's okay, Leon. I shouldn't open my big mouth. I'm sorry, Leon. Look what I did. Look what I did. I mean, you're saying it rings up that, Heidi. I mean, I hate to break it to you, baby. You need to let it go. I guess I don't think that Josh is really. You need one of these hard player types, Heidi, because you're just floundering around. You got Josh in the real life, who is obviously a henpecked man. Then you got Jay Wilson, supposed to be your player man. Why don't you just go ahead and get you another pimp, honey? That way you could pay him. He could humiliate you, right? You could be the boss bad bitch. Your words and not mine. But to go ahead and put your affections on something like Jay Wilson, this queen girl who ain't got no interest in either one of you, honey. But Bonafide doesn't seem to be sexually drawn to him. You do, Heidi. All because he said them titties was sexy. So damn, you know good and goddamn well when you take your bra off, girl, ain't no way in hell you thinking them things sitting over here and way up, girl. They're just hard bricks in your chest, which you got to put a bustier on to push them together, girl, and try to create a cleavage. That is not sexy. I'm sorry. It has to be said. You should have saved your money and bought you some good titties if you wanted to have your breasts done. You should not go getting these bargain basement titties, girl. And now you done added 10 more years onto your life, Miss Thing. Your body has changed 10 years worth, and them titties have not moved an inch. It's terrible. It's time to take them out. Thank you, Brandy. I told you I'll be wearing some blouses for a while. Dry begging is coming in 3, 2, 1. He's over there begging her. She's so stupid. Well, maybe Heidi wants to give 2 pallets. Maybe Heidi wants to give another pallet. She always gives. She always gives. Y'all ain't giving nothing. Why ain't y'all girl? What is this mental illness you have, Jay Wilson? That you think that people are supposed to sit in their house, girl, and give you their money? Why would we sponsor anything for you to play cards, girl? It doesn't make any sense. They didn't give you. Maybe Jay Wilson, you are traumatized by the experience of living in that trailer camp, and y'all all gathered. Did you have church in the trailer? I don't know. Obviously, it's in a situation where a bunch of poor people have come together, and the only person in this congregation has been the pastor, and all he does is beg, right? Because he's dealing with the lower echelon. They're not quite smart enough to realize they should get something for their money. They just give money, right? Because you when you say you want to go to seminary, you immediately signed up for church finance. I'm just here for the money. Did I skip a whole bunch of? Let me see. Now with that nice T-shirt Tim has on. Oh, he bound to hit a tune in that nice T-shirt. Oh. He uses his friends. Well, Heidi is from a certain background, honey, where she's used to that. She used to a man abusing them and her paying them. It's been her life since she was a teenager, right? So if she didn't hook her heels to Wilson, she would have put him in somebody else, and she would have started paying him, right? Because she can't help it. She thinks that that's what her assignment is as a woman. Unfortunately, Heidi can't get back up on that pole. She's liable to break her back, her ankles, her calves. She can't get up on that pole. So all she can do is come on here and give verbal support, and then take Josh when Josh get paid to send the money to Jay Wilson. This is the extent of her support. And since he's such a nickel and dime little piece of shit, girl, it don't take all that much. You give him $20, girl. Y'all remember when she first came on here and she VS was going off on him all the time, girl. And then VS came over there and gave him 25. She was always talking about VS, Bishop, bro, daughter, calling her all kind of lesbians and bulldaggers and all this kind of stuff. And then VS gave him $25. They're best friends. So it don't take much. You know, she can just sold him out for chicken change, had it down. She had it all arranged for the big payback. Dry begging. I told y'all it's coming. Every damn thing now, all of the things about sponsorship, sponsor. I thought the thing was just pay your weight onto the boat, girl. Now she over there saying she got 40 people. So what we want to do is I'm gonna try to get my mole doesn't want to be identified, right? But I would like to get her or him at that boat and just use a clicker. You know how you can count people? 1, 2, 3, 4. Problem. He says 40 people now. First, initially he said it was 40. First, he said it was 40 cabins, 2 persons per cabin. That's 80 people. Then she switched down. Then she was saying, I don't care if 4 people come. I don't care if 4 people come, right? Then she went on, I only asked for 12 people. I only asked for 12. If 12 come, we got just what we asked for, right? Now she back up to 40 again, right? She's just lie. It's just like Candy said. It is the lies. Go over there, make a fool. I wish I could get somebody over there. Just go up under the chair, Joe. Just click it. Because the 40 people is a lot of people to fit around on one table, Jay Wilson. We won't see. I'm still in negotiation with my mole to see how much we can get without them exposing themselves. Right? I told her, baby, listen, I'll take care of everything. Just bring me that, feed me that. She too old for the pole. That's right, in the wild blue. Now, don't y'all in Atlanta be thinking, oh, he said that Atlanta women is wild women. No. Heidi Fly Monster, who lives in Atlanta, is a wild woman. She honors and respects other wild women. The highest numbers Heidi Fly has ever gotten on here are from reviewing these shows over there on Zeus about people beating each other up, cussing each other out, throwing drinks in their face, whatever, fighting over pimps, all this shit going, getting arrested and all that. That still excites the Heidi Fly Monster, right? So we don't know how stable she is. I will tell you this though. So people will say, well, they just internet gangsters. They ain't gonna do nothing. Anybody gonna do nothing, right? But when we were in Atlanta, after the situation with D. Ramsey, where she attacked that little short woman, Nicole Tyler, like a Brahma bull, where she was flying over furniture and so forth and scaring the little thing, she was all like this. Miss Heidi Fly Monster decides to take off her thigh-high 6-inch stilettos, girl, and go over there to jump on the woman who's already been attacked by this huge ass woman over in the corner, girl. They having to hold while they're holding D. Ramsey back, who's had more than one cocktail and ready to go, while the men are holding her back. Y'all remember that King Kong movie? But they had to have all these men with these wires and shit holding her back, girl. Heidi Fly Monster decides to take off her boots, her stilettos, girl, so she can get in the ass. So she's another one who wants to fight. She's just like them girls who she reviews. That's why the people have been so responsive to her reviews on baddies, because she's one of them. And more than likely, the people who are watching are also those kinds of people. The difference being they're 20, she's 45, maybe 6, 7. This is why I'm calling this is a wild woman. So Miss Proudly Bonafide, she got to be careful, right? Because Heidi don't work nowhere, girl. She ain't got nothing to lose. She ain't gonna lose that old Hummer, right? She really basically had nothing to lose. So don't put it past this woman who's willing to take off her stilettos to beat up on a woman who's already being beat up. Don't be so comfortable that she won't come to your house. This is all I'm saying. You don't beef with these hoes when they're too close. Me, myself, I know I can't control these hands. I know it, honey. Baby. I'll be like Apollo Creed on that motherfuckers, girl. Have your mole listen for someone saying, get into the receiver. But to get into the receiver, she can't show herself, right? Because we don't know what her situation is. There have been allegations of child molesting, allegations that people are actually looking for her. So if she went, she would have to go with like the unidentified comic. Remember that guy with the paper bag on his head on the Gong Show? You can't see her, right? So she's not likely to be there. Or if she'd be there, she'd be there in disguise. She was a washed up drag queen, so she might be able to disguise herself. Itzy agreed. What did Itzy say? That's not true. Okay. Kimmy, Ronnie, Kwani, don't beg. Don't nobody beg like Wilson. Girl, he's in a whole class by himself. And he's so stupid. This boy went on. We all wanted to hear, what is the beef, girl? Where's the beef? We can't even get the beef because they keep interject to say how he don't listen to her. I don't listen to her. I don't listen to her. I don't go over there. I'm fine. I'm good. Then she goes into, we gonna have a good time. I can guarantee you this. We gonna have a good. How you gonna guarantee I'm gonna have a good time, nigga? I might go in there and be the most miserable motherfucker on the boat, girl. How you guarantee that, Jay Wilson? Mm-hmm. So y'all identified the same thing. Hold on. Come on, honey. Try to get a word in edgewise.
She was literally playing your commentary. I'm just like, I'm just still, I just cannot believe such a bitch who want to claim that she's strong is so fucking weak. But then I told her that in the drag. I know she's a weak bitch. And bitch, I'm in Atlanta. Like I said, we can have dinner. You weak bitch.
Oh,
you weak hoe.
I think that will qualify as a threat. Obviously, you don't want to meet with her after you're beefing with her to have a meal. You're saying we can meet. I'm in Atlanta. And then the properly bona fide monster, she says a very similar thing. We right here in Atlanta. We right here in Atlanta. This is how this shit gets started, girl, right? Because it has to escalate. Now you got to say something even more shocking, more direct. And then she has to say something more direct. And at some point, girl, people going to say, oh, you ain't about nothing, girl. Why'd you go get her? Why don't you go get her? Go get her, girl. Knock it off. Knock it off. We're going to see how this all develops, honey. But we can't even get the beef properly. Watch this.
Oh, my God.
Somebody said, did you appeal the strike?
I haven't appealed it yet. I'm
Was
gonna
there a
appeal
strike?
it. I'm really not gonna do it right now at this moment, but I'm really.
But let me say this: I'm very surprised because, like you said, that person is always talking and giving commentary.
She's so
and like I said, one thing I will say is, I always tell people, if I give it, then I should be able to take it.
Oh, sure,
Right.
you give it to Dobie, nigga.
And see, this is why we have problems in the beef sector, because we have people who can dish it out.
But
they really can't dish it. I mean, they can dish it out, but when it comes to them, they can't deal with it.
She's
and this
so
is how they
jealous.
do.
Nigga, shit, can't deal with what? You don't know what to say. You don't know how to beef with nobody, nigga. Right? You went over there and bothered Rico for 2 goddamn years straight, bitch, about his homelessness. Then when he got somewhere to live, your ass ain't got nothing to say. Stupid bitch. Over here fucking with Dobie. How long's that been? 2 years, girl? Oh, they can't take it. They can't take it.
Coming, it's still gonna come. Bitch, you jealous of my platform. You old hag ass looking bitch. Do you know this bitch?
Are they the same age?
God, this weak ass bitch. She mad because I told her that her name should be Mr. and she should have named the dog Sealy and not Chanel. The way she was abusing that motherfucking dog, how you gonna turn around and name the dog Chanel? When you
is that the dog that she sent to Oklahoma for $500? Is that dog?
And then
I didn't know the history of the dog. But somebody said that she was gonna get rid of the dog anyhow, baby. I don't know. I don't keep up with that woman.
Girl, we've heard you say that, Jay Wilson.
I just don't. She had one time to get smart with me, and I went over there to support her.
That's what she needs.
Yeah, well, I went over there to support her.
Can't get a word in
edgewise. When I went over there, it was like, oh, he and my. So I'm like, baby, I don't need to come over here. I have a whole platform.
And
I don't need
she's
to come
so
over here.
creepy. She's like Fatal Attraction. She'll come right back to your platform. Like,
I
think she thinks that she can turn you and make you want. She wants you to call her pretty. She wants you to say she's the prototype. Like, this girl is insecure because you didn't see her for the prototype. She's not the image that you would like if you was.
Heidi, you sound just like you're talking to a pimp. She wants to be the prototype. That's why you married Leon. Remember, you married the pimp. Now, any pimp has got more than one hooker, right? One hoe, right? But you went and married him, right? Because you wanted to be, what was that word you just used? The primo of the Heidi Fly is actually in competition for this fool's attention, right? She's always lived her life that way, and people have taken advantage.
Fucking with a bitch. And my thing is, you are an engaged man. Leave this man alone.
Well, like I said,
leave my pimp alone.
On that level with her, I just think it's weird. And
Oh,
like I said,
girl,
I
here
let
we go
people
back
come
with
on the
him.
platform, and I know they phony than $3 bills. I really do. But I'm gonna say this. Number one, not jealous of her. I'm quite happy, and I'm quite proud of her accomplishments.
Yeah, ain't no
And that's why
accomplishment. But you want to say somebody went to college,
no,
nigga?
Let me say this though. I'm proud of some of her
Girl,
accomplishments.
she ain't got no accomplishment, nigga. You neither do you. You want to say, "Oh, I'm proud of her accomplishment. I'm proud of her accomplishment," because that means that I accomplished something because I went to college. Oh, she got 2 degrees. She got 2 degrees. I'm proud of her accomplishment. I'm proud of her accomplishment. Look at me. Look at me. I got 5 degrees. I mean, I'm really accomplishment. Girl, ain't nobody considering that bullshit no accomplishment, Jay Wilson. I'm trying to tell you, girl, you are a failure. You're an absolute failure. You look like a goddamn fool with your little green hat on and your oversized green shirt hiding all them wrinkles and folds, girl, when you were in that goddamn empty-ass stadium, girl. The blue and green. Oh, the blue and green. Next, they're going to be rolling your ass in there in a wheelchair, bitch. And you be hollering about, oh, the blue and green. Oh, the blue. Miss Thing, when are you going to talk about after college? I mean, wasn't college? You say you went to college right out of high school. You 50, you say 53, I say 55. Let's just say you're 55. You're 55 years old. If you were in high school, you got out of high school at 17, 18, let's say you were in college by the time you were 18 years old. How much is that? Y'all tell me. Since you're 8, you are still talking about what happened when you were still a teenager. This was the highlight of your life, Jay Wilson. So you don't give a fuck about no properly bona fide her accomplishment. Miss Thing, you're talking about yourself. This accomplishment, right? We got to all acknowledge that it's the accomplishment. It's the accomplishment. No, the schooling is preparation where you failed. It was supposed to be preparation for something. It's like preparation H, bitch. Be quiet, you ding dong. Okay, y'all had enough of this bullshit. Let me see. Y'all can watch. You can absolutely be assured that Miss Heidi Fly is going to be responding to Miss Properly Bonafide Monster. Now, she's on there this morning. I don't know why she's not at work because this is the middle of the morning on a Monday. Right? She just had the weekend off. Why would you be off on Monday? She says she has guests in the house, so she can't properly holler and scream like she usually do, or go into the kitchen and prepare food as she's trying to read. She'll come back, and Heidi Fly will come back. Heidi Fly will come back because she's looking for any opportunity to get her ass back over here in the beef sector. So as far as we know, the only real offense has been this one comment about this damn makeup kit, right? And maybe Heidi Fly didn't even get flagged. We don't know because she would use that. You know, this is an opportunity. Pay attention to what kind of show she watched. All they do is beef, right? But they do violent beef. She's tried it with me several times. She comes over here. I knock her in her head about her being a pole dancer and a hooker and a hoe. And then she goes away for a while. So now she sees another opportunity to come over here. And once again, the beef sector is collectively saying, no, 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 no. You want to come back, girl? We say no, no, no. You want to bring your ass? We say no, 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 no. Oh, yeah, little baby. We say no. No, 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 no. So she sees this as an opportunity so she can beef with this probably bona fide. I guess she feels like her and this Wilson creature are going to team up on her. But Wilson, that's such a self-absorbed narcissist that this woman can't even properly vent on his page. And he done told us he had to come back. I just want to say this. I just want to say this. I don't mess with her. I don't mess with her. I don't watch her page. Well, girl, we've already established that, Jay Wilson. We established that in the first statement, girl. Was there a need to say it over and over and over and over and over and over? And why do you keep interrupting this woman, girl? We want to hear what her beef is, girl. If she actually even has one. We don't know because you keep interrupting. Just say, oh, I don't mess with her. That's why I don't mess with her. Stupid ass. It's terrible. That's right, Nikki B. It is Tip. Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. He like my no song, don't he? Nikki B, you don't like nothing. You don't like nothing. And then you go over and listen to Jay Wilson sing. Woo. Some sounds. Then he said he wants y'all to donate. Jay Wilson said he wants y'all to sponsor him singing, girl. We gonna have fun. We having fun. We having fun. Like the music park. Whee! They don't got no music park on the boat, Jay Wilson. You told these people that you want them to sponsor you singing a song. Bitch, we've been hearing you singing songs on here. But I don't really. I feel like Nikki B feels about my singing, honey. But ain't nobody gonna pay for that, Jay Wilson. If anybody wanted to pay to hear you sing, girl, they would have been doing it by now, right? You have master's degrees and you have music degrees and you are a church musician and you're an organist and you are all this kind of shit, girl. Yet you have not even managed to produce a 45. Nobody wants to hear you, girl. You're not interesting, right? You have no musical talent. No matter how you feel or convince yourself on the inside, you have no musical talent. And then even if you had musical talent, I mean, you can't even produce other people. You can't even be a choir director, Jay Wilson. Kirk Franklin, some of those guys, Ricky Dillard, they don't sing. Yet they're the biggest ones in the business. You lack the drive, Jay Wilson, to make anything happen. You cling on to this curb creature bullshit, girl. Who clinged onto the beef sector as a source of money? When you think of the beef sector, you don't generally speak of it as this is how I'm going to get rich. I'm gonna go to the lowest numbers on the YouTube, and that's how I'm gonna get a coin from it. Oh, I'll get coin, keep me here, coin, keep all these different slogans, girl, and you don't realize it just makes you sound like trailer trash, girl. Why are you treating nickels like manhole covers? But I didn't realize that there's a good chance that he's mentally ill because the way he keeps interrupting this woman to say nothing at all. I mean, I don't think that he's even aware of what she said. Baby, is there an issue? What is the issue? Oh, before I want to recommend this. I went to see a play last night. It was so wonderful. There's a play out. I think it's been in San Francisco 3 days, but it's going to be on the road about the Soul Train. I forget the name of it, but it's basically about the life of Don Cornelius, the rise and fall of Don Cornelius from when he started in Chicago all the way through. But it's a musical, and there's so much energy and young people jumping around. Made my legs hurt just looking at them. But if it comes to your town, it is well worth watching. I forget the name of it. I had the ticket. I just threw the ticket away. About Soul Train coming to a theater near you. Wilson singing sucks too. Well, thank you, Nikki B. At least we can agree on that part. And his commentary is worse. There is no commentary. Oh, look at Gamish Carter. Now, see, Gamish Carter was given the ticket first, and he fell down. He said, "Oh, I don't want to go. I got to do something else." And I took the ticket. I went to lunch with him, and after it was over, I said, "Well, I got to go to this. I'm gonna see this play tonight." He said, "Oh yeah, they offered me a ticket. The same ticket. I didn't want it." I said, "Oh, so you missed out, Gamish Carter. It is really an extraordinary performance. If you like music, they use all the music that was used on Soul Train. They gave you a few of the artists that were on Soul Train, the James Browns and many of the artists. People were imitating them, right? But it's fabulous. You missed out, Gamish Carter, moderator. I want to go back there. I don't want to back to the begging again. Yes, James and Kimmy don't beg, but I've heard people asking for subs to send the CA to buy expensive seafood. Baby, there's a difference between you people tipping us because you want to and begging. It's the begging, honey. No, I've never known those people to be out over here begging for you to give them money. This nigga talking about y'all don't give, y'all don't give. Give to what? Give to what, Jay Wilson? You gonna come here and name yourself a pastor? You can't preach, you can't sing, you're not funny. What the hell will be giving you their money for, girl? You like you expect it. Oh, I ain't making comments. They didn't even give. They can sponsor. They can sponsor. No self-respect at all, honey. But I didn't expect you to have no self-respect, Jay Wilson, because I know they don't teach that in the trailer park, right? It's just a give me a nickel, give me a dime, gotta cool down this thirst of mine. That's where y'all learn the gimmies. Always talking about somebody else's living situation and their financial situation. And girl, I think begging is on the lowest of the low. It is just the lowest, honey. Begging for something. I'm only here for money. I'm only here for money. Give me my coin. I'm gonna get my coin. I'm putting my merchants. Have y'all peeped the commercials since I've drawn attention to it? Now I don't know what's going on. I know I complained last month that these people barely gave me any money at all for 2 months in a row. But now it seems like as soon as I get off this thing for the last few days, they have been immediately monetizing. So I don't know if the word got around. A lot of people are complaining about it. Oh, I don't know. I have to wait for the next one to see. But our financial situation is not your guys' concern. It's not your responsibility. Right? Y'all got to remember the pitiful state when that fool came on here talking about, I just came on here to, I just would come on here, let people know about my job search. I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a job. Desperate Days. That'd be a nice name for your book, Jay Wilson. I'm still convinced that your next little pamphlet that you write with one-page chapters should be called The Mortgage Trap. The Mortgage Trap, girl. Every goddamn dime you're able to pull out of these people's ass goes right into the white folks' pocket, girl. Right? Jay Wilson, little bit here, little bit there. Drive a cab, girl, get $6 tip, $3 tip. Streams of income. In many streams. Jay Wilson, does Mark ever tell you, okay, that's enough? Damn, can we have a meal? Oh, I gotta make a video. I gotta make a video. I call you back, Mark. I gotta make a video. And you think he's signing up for that shit, girl? I gotta go drive the Uber cab. I'll be right back. I gotta go drive the cab. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me make one quick video. 3 hours, nigga. Yes, they are one-page chapters. Yes, they are, Angie Dickerson. You go over there. It's called The College Trap. You will see chapter 1 page. The whole damn community had to speak about how many errors they had, not only in the first page, but in the first paragraph, girl. All these people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, like they all want to read a book about the college trap. No, girl. If they need to read the college to know what to avoid. People like you, shysters like you, Jay Wilson. Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever paid the kind of attention I paid to this situation. People, he started a GoFundMe. He collected $1,726 from the GoFundMe. He then came over to YouTube and he begged you people, right? And we don't know how much he begged for. The numbers are always exaggerated. But let's say another $1,000-$2,000 he begged for this pamphlet. I'm working on the book. You could have worked on that book in one afternoon, girl. I'm working on the book, right? He collected all this money for an imaginary editor, right? Now, here's what I first attached to this fool, because I take my writing very seriously. I love it. I don't give a goddamn if it paid me 2 nickels. I still love it, right? And what I consider my best book was called The Epiphany. No, it's not misspelled. They are epiphany. They're angels. They're guides. At any rate, a professional reviewer read that book and gave me a 1.5 page review on the book. 1.5 page or 2 page. He called it nearly a perfect novel. Now this is a self-published novel by an unknown writer at that point. It was only my second book, well, third book, second novel, right? He called it nearly perfect and went on with every detail of the book. And not only that, then he took it to a magazine, and I occasionally show it. I think the thing is called Hot Picks, Hot something. It's this gay magazine. They review all the gay authors in America. They had me on the cover with this self-published book, girl. And at the very end, he said he could have used a better editor. This man is a professional editor, right? Doesn't surprise me. I had friends edit that book, right? The thing is, he called it nearly a perfect novel. You know what Jay Wilson did? He had to read the review, right? And what did he come on YouTube with? The very last line. He could have used a better editor. Oh, I ain't gonna have no editor like Timothy Blaine. This thing, and I've been on that ass ever since. Ever since, girl. Actions have consequences, Jay Wilson. It at least got my attention. Look at this piece of shit. How dare you? And then to release a book with 1-page chapters, girl, and nothing but copy and paste. He only wrote the first page. All the rest of it just copy and paste other people's stolen work, girl, and then had the nerve to charge something like 10 times what other people were charging for the same kind of book, because professors were writing these kind of books because professors are expected to publish, girl, and they only charging $3.99, $4.99. Oh, you only charging $4.99 for a book. Who charges $4.99 for a book? I said, Miss Thing, have you been on Amazon, girl? Do you even read? Fool. How about 80 to 90% of the people on there, girl? Ain't nobody charging $20 for no goddamn little tiny ass pamphlet. Couldn't have been no more than 30 or 40 pages, girl. Nobody, not one person. And you still got it up there, girl. And I can see the kind of person I was dealing with. This nigga needs to be knocked in the head on a regular basis. Anyway, people, I would encourage y'all to go over and check out that bullshit. Sadly, people get somebody, he gonna give them a discount. They done pay for the editor $2,000. They done pay for the damn thing. Never got edited. He pocketed the money. He had somebody in the chat to look over the goddamn thing. They obviously had no professional editor, or they would have caught all them goddamn errors in it, girl. Right? He pocketed all the money, and then he has a nerd to come over and talk about, oh, I'm gonna give you a discount if you buy your books now. If you buy my book, it's my book, nigga. I'm the one paid for it, right? Then you charge them also for publishing. It don't cost no money to publish on Amazon. It doesn't cost anything, girl. And the very least you could have done when you realize what a piece of shit you had produced was to take it down and do it right. You don't even have that much decency, Jay Wilson. And you're not capable of writing a real book because you, my friend, are an idiot. We can see is the way you keep over talking this woman with your bullshit telling us that you don't watch Property Bonafide, girl. It's already been established. Why you keep saying that? All right, people. What's the day? Monday? Let me look at a couple more comments before I take off out of here. More than the OGs. It's hard to speak on what the whole beef sector does. Knowing everyone in the beef sector, all these people don't know shit. Just do your. He don't have no content, honey. That's when people don't be house poor. Don't be house poor. I think that's why he needs to write a book called The Mortgage Trap. Right? Well, you got to go out here and sell your soul every day. I mean, would you stop chauffeuring people around, girl? come on here and making this silly ass mess to my my content. Oh, I'm on my platform. You come on here and talk about Dovey. What in the hell is interesting about Dovey? You over 20 videos on the subject of her and this other woman who fell out. 20-something videos about it, girl. And got going to call Dovey a scam. How much is Dovey scamming for? Let's put the numbers up side by side. How much has Dovey gotten out of these people on YouTube? And how much have you gotten out of them, scammer? Because of who you are, we'll run away. It's going to be glorious. When people finally, because this shit, it's social media, child. Hot today, cold the next day, right? When them people start flipping off, y'all see them numbers start dwindling, girl, down and down and down. And people say, okay, Jay Wilson, we already heard you don't listen to nobody. Right. And this nigga is still up there with the same bills. She got the exact same bills, girl. Yet she got no income. She's depending on Uber and these damn temporary jobs. Jay Wilson, I don't know if you really do work for the VA, what is it? VA agency or some kind of shit. But you can't really take your job serious because they're not really jobs, girl. They're assignments. You work for a temporary agency. You have never acknowledged or said one goddamn thing about working for a temporary agency. We had to catch you. We had to hear the white woman say on here loud and clear, girl, he does not work here. That's just one of the temps from a temp agency, right? So even if you are working for the Veterans Administration, you're just filling in for somebody, girl. So it ain't even worth talking about, Miss Thing. So, right, you can relax on that one. But by the time they call your job, it'll be over with. Y'all have a wonderful Monday. Wait a minute. Vivian edited the book. Oh, my goodness. No, Pank, no. Vivian don't get a cut. She's another one of his hoes.